Hey guys, it's COREROSS and Rainbow Six News. Today we're talking about some potential geopolitics that Rainbow Six Siege has been pulled into. And right off the bat, I'll say this is not your usual Rainbow Six Siege news video, and it's got nothing to do with gameplay or balancing or changes or anything like that. This is something completely kind of separate in a way, so if you don't want to watch it, feel free to tune out. But I find this quite interesting. So just a couple of days ago, Ubisoft re-uploaded their trailer for Denary, the new operator in Rainbow Six Siege. This, of course, was a little bit unusual as this trailer was originally released a month ago. This meant, of course, something must have changed for them to delist the old version and upload a new version. Also, when it comes to social media, if you re-upload something, it usually doesn't do as well as what the original did. So for the most part, you don't want to do that. And this has happened before, usually because of spelling mistakes and stuff like that, where they pull it down and put a new one up within a day. But for it to be pulled down and then re-uploaded a month later is really unusual. So we went through the actual video itself to see if there was anything different. And there is. And it is simply the removal of the Lugano crest that is on the new operator's chest. And this is a city in Switzerland, where this operator is supposed to originate from. Now, the thing about this edit to the CGI trailer is that that CGI trailer is outsourced. So they need to go back to the original company that did it and have them re-render it without the patch. And of course, that costs money to do that. And then I thought, well, if it's gone in the trailer, is it gone in the game? We just had a patch. So I went in and I had a look in the game, and indeed, his patch has been removed. It's just kind of a blank spot now. And this is the case for all of his artwork in the game, but also out in the website as well. All the official stuff has been scrubbed off this crest. And this is not entirely unusual. So if you ever see, for instance, Ash on the website, she doesn't have her FBI logo. If you see her in a trailer, she will have her FBI logo blurred out. And I don't believe there's actually any proper laws that get in the way. This is more of just a best practice to make sure you don't get in trouble. And also, of course, Ubisoft being a French company, they don't have to worry too much about the FBI coming after them. But this one is definitely different because money, time, and effort has been put into scrubbing this logo from the new operator in-game in all promotional material. So I'm assuming the request here was probably quite a powerful one. But we certainly have no idea exactly why. There's a bunch of potential reasons. The most likely one is that Switzerland is known as being a very neutral country, and having an operator running around in the game shooting other people from different nations is certainly not exactly the image that Switzerland is trying to put over to the world. And the other possibility here is the city itself didn't want to be associated with this new operator, and that could be just because he is actually a gambling addict in his backstory. So it's very possible they just didn't really want that association with their city. And again, he also goes around shooting people, so maybe that's also a factor. Either way, I find this quite interesting and kind of hilarious to watch, and can just imagine the boardroom meetings that went on, the letters that were getting sent around, and the very official stuff that had to be done to just scrub this logo from everything. Now, I was actually able to find an article that actually talked about the removal of the coat of arms from the game. Now, this is a translation you're seeing here. I'll have the original article linked down below if you want to go read it. And it says that the city was unaware of the creation of this character, which is not unsurprising. And they were also unaware of the coat of arms being used in the Rainbow Six Siege X video game as well. And their legal affairs division contacted Ubisoft regarding the coat of arms issue and requested its removal. As of course, things like coats of arms, especially for cities, are supposed to be used just by the city for the most part, and they thought this might add confusion to the whole thing. And of course that then results in this tiny little logo costing Ubisoft money, development time, and probably a lesson here not to do this again in the future. And in reality, a couple of thousand people have watched this video. They'll probably forget about this detail in a couple of years' time, and the rest of the player base will have no clue whatsoever. Anyway, guys, I thought there was a little bit of interesting geopolitics that's going on behind the scene that, of course, we don't see as players, and a logo just vanishes one day. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.